Morning, everyone. It's hot as balls today, so the stream probably won't be very long, because as soon as I can turn off all these lights, they're gonna go off, because that is just unnecessary heat in this room. And my poor AC is, it's trying its best, but it's still like 70-something degrees in this room. So, really don't expect the stream to be more than like the summons and maybe one damage test with Hinata, and then I'm out. I'm out. Interesting this game is still alive. Good day, sir. Everyone's always surprised that games are still alive. Just because you don't hear about them doesn't mean that they're dead. It just means that YouTube has stopped recommending them to you. Because you don't pay attention to it anymore, which is fair. I don't pay attention to a lot of games that I don't have recommended come up in my thing, but I don't question if they're alive or not. I just forget about them. When do we get a skill preview for Hinata? I really hope that's your trolling, Freeze. Can you test if they strip Lumi's rebirth skill? Test what? Test where? Oh, okay, good. I was gonna crucify you right here. I feel so sad about this collab. Is only me? No, I'm fairly disappointed with this collab too. I'm gathering my thoughts on how I want to proclaim this as probably one of the least impressive collabs we've ever received. Inferno beatdown battle? Is there a specific reason you can't test that? Do you not have Prosper Lumi? They did so well with Freerun, yeah, and then they were like, it's too good. We gotta back off. Everyone's all butthurt that they missed out on Freerun, so we gotta make this team not as good so they don't feel as bad. No, didn't get her. Sure, why not? Is the sun shining? Yeah. Yeah, that's why it's so fucking hot. I love the collab. The story is fun, the team is nice, but that's your opinion. And everyone is allowed to have an opinion. It just might not be a popular one. Mostly, I am not trusting IP games, that's all. Most I like gacha game EOS happened. I mean, were they done by Crunchyroll? Because that's probably your first clue. That's not. There's a lot of anime IP games that, have shut down in the past 3 years or so, right? Like, a lot. Some of them are actually, like, I feel like they were doing okay. And then they're like, never mind. Curious, since new Shion skill has different description. Does it? Isn't it just applies the resurrection state to different forces? Instead of earth and fire characters, or commander and Prosper, or whatever it is? Did you play Past and Danmachi? I did not play Dan Memo, and the only thing I know about Don Crow is that people hated it when it came out. They tried to make it better. It kind of got better, and then it went back to everyone hating it, and then they shut it down. I'm not entirely sure why they shut Dan Memo down. Maybe they were putting all their eggs in the basket for the Danmachi Chronicles game, or whatever it was, and that flopped. So I don't know. I know a few people that played Dan Memo, and they seemed to enjoy it. It was quite free-to-play friendly. maybe it was too free-to-play friendly. Because gacha games are business, and if you just give everybody everything, where are you making money? That would be like my only real, I guess, clue, for lack of a better word, as to why Dan Memo shut down. Not that it actually is because of that, but... okay, we want me to test the Prosper Lumi Resurrection skill. Do I have the Prosper team saved at all? Just off? Yeah, I do, okay. Is it really that different from a... Let me just put Shion in here and find out. Applies Resurrection State till World of Fantasy, World of Magic, Stern of Spirit. At end of turn, recovers 100% of HP lost and revives. Applies Resurrection State. At the end of turn, recovers 100% HP, revives. It's not... The only thing that's different is the forces. Right? 3 turns. 3 turns. At end of turn. At end of turn. I don't know what you're wanting me to test. Like, they say the same thing. Alright. Do they even get rid of... I assume they get rid of Reckoning, right? Chance to nullify the status effects of all targets, including rear guard. I know they strip Hinata invincible. Get stripped by Benimaru. Hinata invincibility? Yeah, I mean... You're meant to, like, use the skill, like, for, like, 2 turns or something, and then it goes away. Like, you have to plan around turns that they actually take it away from you. I mean, they've removed that so you can't just cheese the stage with Reckoning. And that's the whole point. Is that they don't want you to be invincible with the idols. They don't want you to be, you know, nuke it with Reckoning. Because it would kill everything. It does kill everything if you're allowed to use it. Yeah, she has not come out yet. Sorry. Where'd my New Year's team go? Can I just replace it? No, there it is. I wanted to play this gacha game, but don't have time for other gachas, sadly. I really try and limit myself to a small amount of gacha games. I don't need multiple things to wail in. I'm already in trouble because I've added Persona to the ring. You know, Dokkan's doing their worldwide celebration, global Dokkan campaign. Persona 5 came out. Slime, obviously, is Slime. Would I recommend this gacha game to someone? Yeah, as long as they don't want to spend money. If you like the Slime IP, you can play the game. Like, it's got nice storylines, it's got nice voice acting for some things, it's just, it is not very free-to-play friendly. But if all you really care about is the story and the animations, then you can play it. Yeah, you don't have to wail. It makes your life a lot easier, but you don't have to wail in any game. Do I read the storylines? I don't know. But I'm saying if someone actually wants to play the game because they're interested in it, then yeah. Go ahead. I'm not going to stop you. I think they're saving the best for the 4th Annie, and they do have that teaser thing that said, we're planning big things. We'll see what kind of big things it is. Honestly, this collab was a mess. To maximize things, you have to play completely counterintuitively to the normal Slime gameplay by spamming alts. I mean, spamming alts has become a thing since EX Unbounds. Like, the meta has shifted. No longer are you storing 3 alts and sending them, because the 2 stored alts generally don't do damage now. I mean, they do, with enough buffs. But you really benefit off of that stacking weakness strike, and you benefit a lot more if they're rocked and they're duped. They want you to send ults, which is why they only do elemental ult swaps now. And they have the gimmicks where you get the same amount of orb gauge off of ults than you do like normal oranges or blues. Like they want you to send ults. Because the support ults don't do a lot of damage until you really, really buff them on the actual nuke turn. When does the Hinata banner come out? In 6 minutes. I pulled for Sparkle of Youth Hinata. I didn't watch you that time and wasn't interested in mechanics, and now I regret it. What's the point to sell characters that are literally unplayable? Hinata, you know, for what she needs to do, is a good character. And if you can use the Reckoning team, I mean, she's going to work really, really well. But because the Reckoning team is so good, they have to nerf it. Otherwise, you just run around with Reckoning and you never summon for anything else, and the devs wouldn't make any money. That's the problem. Also, this game is quite unique in that metas shift every month. And it's not a PvP focused game where it's meta to run a certain team against everything else in the game, like Dragon Ball Legends. It's not Dokkan where the meta changes when they decide to bring out like a short or hard or long difficult event. It's not like Star Rail or Hoyoverse games of that kind of nature that you can get. They only release like 1 or 2 banners a month and characters remain good for a long period of time. This is a very unique game, and not in the good way, because so many fucking banners, so many units. It is just slapping people in the face with their wallets. Can't believe I'm below 100s in Valor. I'll tell you who's not below 100 in Valor Cup. Your boy right here. Alright, we have 88 people, we have 19 likes. Let's get to like 45 likes. 45, I think, is a reasonable number. Do you think the new Hinata is better than the Tail Shion? No. You know, not having used Hinata, I can't say for certain. Good luck with Hinata. I'm too preoccupied with a WWE pay-per-view. Oh man, people do that? Hi Joker, I'm currently 200 pity on Rimuru Shion banner, but still haven't got him yet. Should you continue to go for him? Already got Shion? No, just get a dupe of Shion and call it a day. Or get a character you don't already have off of that pity. Rimuru is really not going to be useful after this month. He's really not good. Yes, I do. My stepdad watches that crap. He yelled at mom earlier about it. Alright, who else is on the Rimuru banner that would be a reasonable pick? Wow. It's not a very strong offering right there. I definitely would not do another 10 multis for Rimuru. Like that's just not worth it. If you don't have Himmel, Reamer is a good option. I really need to put that video up. Rimuru as one of the few orange stacking protectors. Yes. Rimuru in terms of actually viability and team build? No. There are not a lot of orange orb changers. Rimuru needs orange orb changers or rainbows, and if you have neither, you're kind of fucked. Himmel while his damage output will be less than Rimuru by a lot, does not have the same true type of issue of consistency that running a team is, because Himmel takes care of your orb changing, so you can fill the team with a butt ton of support and make your character do a fuck ton of damage. Rimuru will help you do that, but you need to bring a lot of orb changers, which there are not a lot of orange converters. Like, unless you have Wielder of Magic Hinata or Nier's Millum, like, that are guaranteeing you oranges on turn 3, not turn 1 or 2, turn 3. Like, it's really rough. The amount Rimuru stacks is a lot, though. It is. But, is it necessary? Like, in a fight that has 10 million HP, Himmel, with a full buff team, and Fern, or whatever, whoever nuking, will do 30 million in an example team. Rimuru will do 45 million. You don't need 45 million if the boss only has 10 million HP. Himmel will do just fine. And he'll make your life a whole lot easier. And if you don't have either of them, then... well, that sucks. I still wouldn't go for Rimuru. You can just use the free-to-play Veldora. No, it's not going to be super great. Or just not use an orange stacking team. Just do something else with your time. Because you can get through EX2 with a number of different teams now. Alright, we need 15 more likes, guys. 15 more likes. And it is 7 p.m., so let's check out the news. Alright, Crystal Sail, Tales of Slime, Jubilee. Okay, Valor Season 33, what is the next element? Another dark meta? Are you shitting me right now? They really just don't want Blanc to go anywhere, do they? Okay. It'll probably be magic dark, but still. Well, there goes the bikini water meta, I guess. Water, man, water really needs it. Spearmaster Velzard, Frey, Tournament Stalwart Rimuru, Festive Memories Maribel, Festive Memories Rita. Like, water's in a really bad state. Okay. Have at it, I guess. Alright, what is Hinata's trait? Actually, let's watch her ult. Oh, there's the claw. Okay. Well, at least it's in her animation. Alright. Alright, Dark Plus, Magic. Attack, uses a sword, not a claw. Well, I guess she's got her free gear, I guess. Alright. Trait. Valor trait, nerfs greens, whatever. Protection gauge every 3 turns. Okay, I mean, it's a pretty good trait. Alright. Alright, I need to wail a bit, so I'll be right back. Not that. We are doing whale things. We're grinding that really, really cool event that just gives you a butt ton of free magic crystals. You know the one. Yeah, Jaded, your sarcasm is a bit wasted here. Tell the people again that they're not a content creator. And then shut the fuck up. Alright, this. Spark, hello Joker, hope you get early. Yeah, me too. Sinful, probably a miss on the rate up units, right? I didn't even see the rate up units. I didn't even look at that. I got Xion at 110 pity. Should you stop summoning? I don't have collab Xion and Rimuru and wait for the Annie. I would. If you've got the new Tails Xion, that's the most important character to get out of here, quite honestly. I would stop. I would stop. Alright. It takes forever to log into this game, and I gotta buy the packs, then get out, and then load it back up on the computer. Ugh. We got an orange orb changer on the rate up. Shinsha's alt swap. Oh, is New Year's Shinsha there? Delightful. Is Wailing an ultimate skill? Yeah, very much so. Wailing is the highest form of ult damage. Alright, so let's buy the ticket packs, and maybe we can just get Hinata and call it a day. Oh, she's got black crystals? You're a joke. Okay, come on. Alright, one pack done. Gotta buy more. I don't have enough crystals to guarantee. Let's do... Sorry. Payments. Alright, there we go. Had to change it over to the whale card. Creator of chaos for the wallet. I really am, though. Alright, we have 141 people. Let's do 20 more likes now. Since we've got... that's half. Half of the viewership. Like the stream for all the whaling I'm doing. Second multi, congrats. Grind them free tickets. Yep, we are getting... you can get one free multi on the banner. You do have to have Super Awakening available. That is the kicker. Are we waiting? Yeah, it takes a minute to buy packs. My apologies. Chill the fuck out. The Google Play Store only goes so fast. Quote is, you guys sound really confident. In that case, I won't object. Alright, thank you. Alright. Can we just get Hinata on this, like, one ticket? I'm not going to chill, you orange man. I'm orange because of the screen. Web store cheaper. Yeah, the web store is cheaper, but I had Google Play points to spend, so... Got her on 130. Hopefully I don't have to go that far. Alright, we need 9 more likes. There's not, like, an extra multi for her anywhere, right? How's your pull so far? You're about to see him. If we get 8 more likes now. Got her in 30. That's the kind of luck that I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Right. Oh, right. We got a 350 crystals from Valor Cup. Woo! Alright, I do have that 15% ticket. 3 more likes. Reality is here to bless me, thank God. He'll bless me on this 1 ticket. Just like we did with Diablo. Everything between 10 and 100 is good. I'd like a little bit less than 100 as well, but, you know, alright, there we go. Is this Hinata worth? I couldn't really tell you. This is our first summon. Also, if you get the new animation, you're guaranteed Hinata. Just heads up. You don't have to get the new animation, but if you do get it, that is a Hinata in your box. I don't think this ticket is going to have Hinata. Just gonna put that out there. Confidence. You are not Vengeance Veldora. I mean, at least I got a usable character. I guess. Alright, well, let's get started. Crack the code a little bit. I don't have any more Koban. Okay, Millim animation to start off. Can we just get it in 10 pity? Can we just get Hinata in 10 pity? The new collab Tales of Hinata with the big Demon Claw arm and the crit resistance, alt resistance down skill with grit and Lord's Ambition. Was it Therion state or something? Arna. Come on. Collab Hinata. Collab Hinata first multi. That's Shuna? That is Chloe. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. Damn. Not what we were looking for. Oh, boyo. Alright, it is only the first multi. Oh yeah, who's the featured characters? That's right, we gotta look at that. Commander Hinata, Primal Demon Jean, New Year's Shinsha, Vengeance Raphael, and Goddess of Destiny Rain. Oh, that's pretty awful. That's not great. That's not great. Oh! Reality, I love you! Reality, I love you. You can go. You have done your job. You beautiful man. You beautiful, beautiful bearded Texan man. You guys sound really confident. I am confident. Thank God. I don't think I could handle another 200 pity on this stupid collab. I really don't think I could do that. Reality, is this a skip luck? I'll put the glasses on if it's a skip luck. Alright. The glasses that I haven't charged that I can't actually see anything through because they're just a black screen. They're supposed to light up, but... Alright. This is like the 3rd or 4th unit in. Alright. May the blessings of reality bless us all. In 3, 2, 1, skip, luck, go! I've already pulled her, so there's no animation to watch. So it's either it's there or it's not. We'll give it a few more seconds just to, you know, bait out the anticipation. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, cool, whatever. We got her. We got her. And the summons are done. Great. The game heard that I did not want to stream for very long. They're like, we got you. And I still have that free multi as well to grind up. 20 pity, 1 copy. You have to yell it. Alright, let's level her up. I've already got her gear. Who's gotten to Jubilee boss battles yet? Do they nerf any of the other buffs besides... Well, do they let you use any of the other buffs? Anyways, my job here is done. I appreciate you, Reality. Thank you for blessing me. Have a good rest of your day. Night. Yeah, night. Might as well do 10 more to get the rocks at 40 after free tickets. No, I'm kind of just ready to chill and not summon for like 2 weeks. I don't know why I leveled her at 80 when I should have done this first. Congrats. I thought it would be the same as Overlord collab, Hinata cosplay as Velvet and Velvet herself. That would have been the second banner if they were going to do that. Or they would have done the Shion and the Mila that she's based off of. Because the third banner for Overlord was just Shalltear by herself. I don't have the energy to yell that loud. I told you, second multi, right? Did you call second multi? Oh, I appreciate you too. Oh, I'm gonna mess this up. Yudi Saputra? Sorry if I said that wrong. I'm really bad at pronouncing names. Show trait. It is protection gauge on turn 3. Which I'm not gonna have because I'm not putting a dupe in her. Alright, how many rocks do I need to farm up now? Alright, let's do the 6th board, because that doesn't cost anything, realistically. I quit playing this game, but I'm happy to watch your summons. Well, thank you for still stopping by. I do appreciate it. You don't, I mean... I totally understand if you just want to be like, fuck this game, I'm out, and just never think about it again. But if you just appreciate watching me for me, well then, I don't know what's wrong with you, for one. And 2, thank you. Oh, I got the skip luck for Hinata. Thank you for putting the glasses on for you. You're welcome, Gear Shift. You're very welcome. 177, finally got Hinata. Yeah, that's rough. That is quite unfortunate right there. You quit and I'm still here. Fuck, you don't appreciate me? I sure don't. Not when you're yelling at me to summon, when it's not time to summon yet. Like an idiot. Alright, we've already made her gear, because it's free. I've already awakened it to 7-star for the mission, so we don't have to do any of that. I have 12k crystals. Should you go for Hinata and Shion, or just pull Hinata? You should just keep 12,000 crystals and not do anything with it, is what you really should do. Is the Soka meta dead now? I mean, you can use the swords up to like EX2 if you have a specific team build. But I mean, you can use the swords in other places. This is... It is a sword, so it's going to be down here somewhere. There it is. And then her jacket right there. Cool. All right, let's do a test run and beatdown battle. We'll do a higher difficulty one because I really haven't done them. Oh no, we have the Tales of Slime side story as well, right? Forgot about that. We can do that instead. Because it might be less frustrating. Went to pity? Unfortunate. Why did you go to pity? It better be because Hinata is waifu over meta. Joker, I'm late. How did the summons go? 20 pity, and we're out. They were super quick. Alright, what does this Hinata do? Alright, there's always a basic one and a not basic one. Are these bitch tickets or Hinata tickets? They are bitch tickets, alright. Okay, so let's kit out the team. We'll take Alphen out of here, because he's not going to be here. And we will put Hinata in this slot. Oh, the next meta is Dark and probably Magic. This Hinata is probably going to be more than okay. Just realizing that now, huh? Alright. And then let's save that troop over the Alphen one. I just pulled for Hinata because I'm pretty sure she'll be good alongside Warriors Might Blanc. I mean, yeah, probably. Anyone's good against with Blanc. Is she worth summoning? I mean, this will be the first stage we use her in. I don't really... That is an interesting pregame right there. Just that side shot with a boob window. Is that Rimuru good? If you can get some orb changing for him, yeah. But if not, then he's kind of not great. So summon for Hinata or keep trying for Rimuru? I think I wouldn't do either of those, honestly. Alright, what does this Hinata have in terms of HP? 4.3. Increases own alt gauge by 80. Increases Fizz resistance, Pierce, Aegis, Synergy by 30% until the end of battle. Nerfs greens, nerfs blues, nerfs alt damage. Therion state. She can't die for 3 turns. Cannot be debuffed. Counterattack rate. AoE fire magic, burn, crit resistance down. Seals body and spirit skills, recovers stat abnormalities, nullifies status effects. It is pretty much like the go-to kit of most difficult fights, is that last one. Nullifies status effects, removes status debuffs. Just went to change my Hinata outfit and just noticed that the student Hinata can't be seen in town. Really? I didn't even try that. I assume you can't do this one either. Alright, so... let's go ahead and... steal with her. Yeah, so we'll take those, and then we'll bring the Xion in for Blanc, I guess. Alright, so for every 1 time self-attack. So this will be our first test, because it's gonna... Is it when she attacks or when she gets attacked? Because if we don't take a counter here and we don't get any dark attack, that answers our question. But if we somehow end up with 42% dark attack, well, we know that question as well. Alright, there's Therion. So how much dark attack did we get? We got 42. Alright, so it is when she attacks. Good to know. That English translation was just weird wording, so... I did not get a protection gauge there. That's unfortunate. Okay, well... Let's do... Blanc for Hinata. Do the rainbows, get the orange buff going, and then we'll bring Xion in. And then, we can't really put control on her because she's got Therion, so there's no real point in using that right now. Gee, I wonder if you should be taking an Alphen to switch out for those last 3 orbs. I mean, you could, or you can just steal and call it a day. Like, bringing Alphen, like, apart from that first turn, which you can get around either by using Blanc or or Violet and Blanc or Hinata, like, unnecessary. Does hit kind of hard. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. See, that's a problem right there. I guess we'll do the rainbow convert again, the future hand convert again, and then we'll just take Xion out of here for Hinata. Do a stack of Rimuru. Is Blanc potentially the most value summon in the game's lifespan? In the game's lifespan. I mean, we gotta... Who are some of the most impactful characters that this game has ever received? Vengeance Raphael was one of them. This Blanc. I would say Overlord Shizu also made a pretty huge impact when she was around still. In terms of early game, who made a huge impact in, like, the early times? Fire Millum, guaranteed crits for everybody, unrestricted. I mean, she was decent. I wouldn't say she broke the game. Yeah, I would say that Blanc probably has the most lasting value out of all of them. Because, you know, you could run Shizu for her buff skill, but if you're not running a green team, her ult swap doesn't mean much. Vengeance Raphael, like, there are ways to nerf him now. Horrendously. Not useful on other teams. Blanc really can just go anywhere. And every team can benefit from a free 40 points, so 60 points overall. So, yeah, I would probably say that Blanc has the most lasting value. The Masked Hero, when she came out, yeah, she would also have that impact, and she still does have impact, which I think is a good thing to say. We can control now. And then let's bring in this Blanc for you. Alright, and then we'll use the future hand. We'll do the green buff. We'll do the steel. This game is not beginner friendly, is it? I mean, in the very beginning, when there is so much to do and so many things that give you crystals, yeah, it is friendly. You do have to be a bit smart on what you're summoning on, and you certainly can't summon on every single banner that ever comes out, by all means. But, you know, it only becomes very unfriendly once you've cleared all the basic stuff, and the only thing that you have left to gather crystals from is whatever new event comes every week, because it's not a lot. And then you're relying on Jubilee or something to kind of get you the rest of the way. Alright, let's do that. Let's do the steel again. And then we can take probably Blanc out for Violet. And then put more control on. Will this ult hurt? How bad will it hurt? 1.2 million there. I think the ult nerf should be gone this next turn. Oh, that did hurt. Alright, are my ults nerfed still? They are. For how long? 2 more turns. They want us to go to turn 8. I don't think she's gonna live to turn 8, quite honestly. She might actually die here. No, she's got the Therion state. She literally can't die right now. Green protection gauge nerfed by 999%. Seals Pierce, Synergy, and Aegis. Nullifies status effects, including Rear Guard, and Gabbru applies a 3-hit barrier to everyone, and that's just boss battle 1. Oh, okay. So you are just rockin' crit. Because you're sealed. Does Spirit Master work here? I mean, blues are nerfed, so you can try. I don't know how well it'll go for you. Alright, let's do Violet out of here. Let's do the Resurrection State for fun. And then we'll bring Blanc in. We'll do the green buff, we'll steal. Alright. Roxas, hello. Did they add a new skill fusion for this patch? Not this one specifically, no. Not for Hinata. They added the EX Unbound status for Ogre's Pride, Shuna, and Soe, I think yesterday? Alright. Let's see what happens when we nuke here. I also do want to see, like, the maximum buffs that we have. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Is control on right now? It is not on. Do we have enough points to put it on? No. No, we don't. Okay, unfortunate. It is what it is. We also are not hitting, like, a dart or a fire unit because we don't have the skill from Xion. So we are not doing as much damage as we could right here. But Hinata's got 180% ult damage. Alright, cool. She's got 236% dark attack. Jesus. Alright. We have 6 stacks of Rimuru, 105% weakness strike. That's from Is that control or is that the support alts? I think it's control, because that's a wonky number. Attack, magic attack, weakness, strike, magic damage right here, guaranteed crits. All right. Well, let's see how much. Actually, no, we can't do one orb because she has 1 HP. All right. Guesses on how much damage Hinata's gonna do here, since we have to send the ult. And let's go ahead and turn the animation on as well. Any guesses? We are not at maximum power. Just keep that in mind. But how much do you think we're gonna do on this nuke? Forgot to add they have Pierce, Synergy, and Aegis Resistance 100%. Oh, so you were really just rocking crit. Okay. Cool. Good to know. How are the pulls for Hinata? 2 multis, and we're good. $200 mil, 12 mil, 30 mil, 180 million, 50 million. These are very, very different numbers. Plus or minus 100 million. Okay. All right. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else want to venture a guess before we send it? 67 mil. Theory question: would Blanc's Dark Plus work with Hinata if you have her hitting as if she's a fire unit? Yes, it would still activate. Because she is a Dark Plus character. Just it says right here. Just because she has a status effect that changes her damage to mimicking a fire character doesn't change her actual attribute. She will hit properly hard with that dark debuff. Okay, let's go ahead and send it. I'm gonna say like 90. Maybe that's a bit high. That's a lot of dark attack though. $145 million. Yeah, okay, alright. Okay. Okay then, fine, I get it. That wasn't max power either. 145 million damage. That's a number. That's a very high number. Oh, there's an Inferno stage. Oh, fuck. Oh. Oh. Interesting. 14 turns or less, 3 fire, 300 skill points, and Rimuru. Well, this stage better not nerf fucking blues or something. No, it still does. I'm a summon. No, I would not summon. Just because of that one number is not a realistic scenario for most people, because most people do not have this team. This team is why I'm hitting 145 plus. If you only have Hinata and you have no one else, you're not doing anywhere close to that damage. That Inferno stage is actually kind of bonkers. Pierce resistance, Aegis resistance, synergy resistance, physical resistance, defense. Applies everything to herself. Magic resistance, decreases magic resistance. 6 barrier hit, okay. Alphen nerfs greens and blues even more. Because, you know, Xion didn't do it, or Hinata didn't do it enough herself. Stacks magic attack for everybody. Decreases alt gauge for all targets, including rearguard, by 200%. Frostbite. Why the fuck do you have Frostbite? Heals the ally 20%. Counter power. Recover stat in our bodies. Chance to nullify stat. This is a fight. How much health do they have? 7.5, 7.4, 16.7 million, 24 million. I would assume that this is a 2-stage fight. Hinata, Xion, Alphen, and then Xion. Especially if it's a 14-turn mission. Because you're nuking twice. That's what I'm assuming. We'll do that later. Interesting. Okay. Huh. Alright. Yeah. Good to know the barrier on boss battle 1 doesn't go away on the nuke turn. It does not, so you have to break it. Okay, good to know. Alright. Okay, well, I mean, everyone, please remember that you can get a free multi with, you know, a little bit of ifs, ands, or buts in here. And I still need to do Crucible and clear Jubilee 10 times, and then we can do that multi. We'll just, you know what, we'll do that. That's what we'll do, is we will clear 2 more stages of Crucible, we will do Jubilee 10 times, and then I will use that ticket multi, because this is the summon stream, and we might as well. And then we will end. How does that sound, guys? Again, the reason why I'm really trying to cut the stream short is it's really warm in this room, and I want to turn these lights off. And I want to, like, minimize the heat level. So it's going to be a short stream. Ticket multi for use where? On Hinata's banner. Did you read the actual ticket itself? Maybe you should. I know reading is a detriment to gacha game society, but dear lord, come on, guys. No live Jubilee theory crafting. I mean, we got to do 10 runs of it. So, I mean, we'll get something here, but I'll probably just do, like, the basic runs. Get some nice crystals out of this, though. You haven't even seen the quest tickets, you're mid-fight? Well, good thing the missions have been around for about 3 days now, Kirby. Good thing that they are already in the game since Thursday. Any chance you'd be picking up horse racing, Joker? No, I picked up Persona 5 X instead. I've not been horse pilled, according to what Twitter says. I have seen it explode, though, on the global player base. Uma Musume was a hugely popular game in JP, and it, you know, like a couple of years ago, it was always Uma Musume that took Dokkan's, like, top grossing stones away, because it would stop Dokkan from hitting top grossing on, like, iOS, Apple. And it'd be like, what the fuck game? Uma Musume or Monster Strike? Those were the 2 games that really stopped Dokkan during their anniversaries or some other kinds of things. So, big shocker that it's hugely popular over here. Who would have thunk? Cute anthropomorphic horse girls running their hearts out. It's just, you're watching Olympic track and field, but with girls with ears and tails. That is essentially what it is. Kabuki? Well, did you get screwed? No, I got very lucky, actually. Because I got shafted last week. The game took pity on me and said, we'll give you her in 2 multis. Instead of 20. You got a point. I know I have a point. I ran track and field when I was in high school. I know what it's like to run in an oval really fast. Well, in my case, not very fast, because I wasn't very fast. I didn't go to state. You bought black tickets too, didn't you? No, I just bought like the 15% ticket. That's it. I didn't buy any of the black crystals. Should you summon for Hinata if you have the full team except Slime Xion? No. You have more than enough to handle 99% of the game. You don't need the Xion. Or you don't need the Hinata, sorry. You need to save your crystals until probably November. Late October. October 28th. Around that time frame. For the 4th anniversary. That is my now pretty much recommendation for people, is you will wait until October. But collab units never come back. But they're not that good. But they're not that good. Hinata is a selfish character who you're not going to use outside of this beatdown battle, and not even this beatdown battle, because she's single target. Outside of this one Jubilee fight, as most DPS characters are. If she was AoE, maybe a different story, because you take her to Valor Cup or something, or a Jubilee normal battle or something. But, like, no. No. You do not need to summon for every single character in the game, even if they're a collab character. Like, with Freeran team, they were mostly really good. Like, I get it. You summon for that. Warrior's Mind, that was a really, really, really good team. Spirit Master is kind of a disappointment. Even though it was the 3.5 ante. You don't need every character on every team. Summon for the Blanc instead. Summoning for Blanc is 20 times the value than summoning for the Hinata. And that is, like, that's not a lie. You can use Blanc anywhere. Any team. She will either be a DPS, who is AoE, or she will support whoever is supposed to be the DPS. Versus being a DPS character. What about Slime Xion? Don't need her. Don't need her. Sent you Boss Battle 2 details if you didn't see it. Did you? I saw it in the chat. Did you, like, DM it to me or something? Or what are we talking about? How was Schemer, in my opinion? It was okay. You know, the sword gimmick is fun, and you can't nerf it. Unless you know, nerf greens, I guess. In the chat. Oh, yeah, I did see it. Put it in, like, mod chat or something and ping me for it. Schemer was okay. I think a lot of it was unnecessary, but oh well. They nerf swords by the 999 reduction in green skill points. Yeah. So, I mean, there is an indirect way to nerf swords without actually nerfing it or removing the status. Because you can't remove it. It's not a status. It's a field effect. Unlike Reckoning and Vengeance, where they just wipe that clean and be like, yeah, none of that. Get rid of that. Stop that. Alright, we just have to do this 10 times. So that's 3, so we gotta do it 7 more. You tried the horse game, didn't really like it. You know, it's for some people and not for others. I've watched gameplay of it on Twitter, and I've watched other people play it, and I was like, yeah, it's not really me. Not really for me. So, and I have no problem with missing out on horse waifus. I thought Warrior's Mind 2.0 replaced New Year's Blessing team. It did. But, like, this is a very fast team. And I don't have to think about it. And Rimuru, it's either give the orbs to Rimuru or Rainbow Orb Rimuru, and you're guaranteed, like, a decent hand. I could use Warrior's Mind here, like, totally. I don't. Plus, it's a dark stage, so where everybody's getting extra damage right now. So it dies really fast. It's in mod chat for you, thank you. Oh, guys, I see the ping now. Just saw the quest doing Kaijin's 25 clears before it's too late. It's here for like another day, right? Or is it only here for 20 minutes, or is it gone? Time to theorycraft orange schemer meta to swords jubilee. I mean, you only get the multi-hits on greens. And Soe is converting all your green orbs in order to get the attack stacks. So, I mean, you can, but you can. You can sure try. Thank you for the clarification. You're welcome. Which one is side story Curse of Thorns? It should be in the part 1 side story. It's just like a scripted story event. Like, you don't actually do anything. You just watch a couple you just skip through it. And you're done. I'll try and find it for you. I lost count of how many. 5 more, I think. Let's see. Side story. Tales of Slime. Probably side story 1. Nope, it's side story 2. Pervy Demon Lord, right? That's one we need? No, Curse of Thorns. Is that quest 1? That is quest 1. Alright, EX quest 1. Sorry. There was another mission for watching the Pervy Demon Lord story scenario. I got it confused with that. But here's Curse of Thorns and EX Battle Quest Part 1. How many more times do I need to do this? Spark, have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. Summons were short. 3 more times. Alright. We can do that. We can do 3 more runs in basic story, or basic normal battle 3. Okay. Plus, when I'm done with this, I gotta make dinner. Heat up dinner. And I gotta make the shitty summon video. Which also needs to include the fact that we have 24 hours until the Kaijin event goes away for those tickets. ODL question. Is it better to... Is it better to 1x1 them or to hire all of them to get the beatdown bonus drops? And for getting them up, is it best to 120 them 1x1 or send them to 100 and continue? Oh, like the octagram units? Realistically, the only 3 that you really need for most players is Guy, Lumi, and Romorus. Guy for the stuns in stages that you can stun, and you need to stun cheese and stun lock. Lumi, because she's got the AoE buff with the skill fusion and everything, and now she's an EX Unbound. They're all EX Unbounds at this point. So she could function as an okay AoE nuking character. And then Romorus, strictly because she has a skill point trait, and if you don't have Water Soe, Wind Lumi, or Space Millum, and you need an extra 6 skill points or 4 skill points on your starting turn, Romorus can do that for you. After that, like, Dino is only good if he's 120 with double skill fusions and gear, and only in Valor Cup on a defense team setting, as we saw during my Valor Cup stream yesterday against Six's team. Like, that's the only use case for him. Leon is not a good DPS at this point. Daggerel needs to be double skill fused to be usable. It just takes a lot of investment. So I would just get the 3 main characters. I would leave Guy at like level 80. You just need one of them. Like, he doesn't need to be anything else. Because if you're stun cheesing, you're probably not getting hit, which means Guy is not in danger. Lumi prefer dupes, and Romorus at like, you would prefer to have 3 dupes in her, that way you get the full trait. So would you say Lumi and Guy's gear? Do not buy Octagram gear. Just straight up. Look me in the eye. Look me on my tiny little screen eyes. Do not buy Octagram Demon Lord gear. It is a waste of materials. It is 3 times as expensive to level up for an extra 2% stats. It's not worth it. It is not worth it. And you need the specific gems, crystals from ranked Valor Cup to even upgrade it. So it's locked. So don't buy Octagram gear. Just focus all your emblems on getting characters and their dupe crystals. That is it. That is it. If you already bought the Octagram gear, sorry. Which non-EX Unbound team can you use for Curse of Thorns Extreme? You could probably do Ogre's Pride if you have Rainbow Orbs. I don't think you can cheese Reckoning Vengeance on that stage. You can do the sword gimmick though. That'll work. Alright, that should be the last one right there. So we can accept the missions. And you know what? We're gonna go one deeper right now. Right, is that all the missions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Gonna change this over real fast. Filters, game, drop that down. I'm gonna sound a bit quieter right now, but this is for recording. You get to listen to the Should You Summon live. Congrats. Welcome to YouTube. But I'm going to explain and tell people about those tickets and then use said tickets. So that is what we're doing right now. Gotta get the recording voice on. Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And today we got part 3 of the Tales of COLLAB featuring the Hinata cosplaying as Velvet. And we got her skill preview earlier today. It's a very selfish nuking DPS character kit. You know, she's gonna do a lot of damage in the right team setup, but I don't think she's going to have a lot of value outside of this team and outside of this Jubilee that's currently going on right now. But first off, before we talk about anything about her kit, I want people to be aware that you do get 1 free multi for Hinata from the Lord of Calamity's trials. So these tickets right here, clear the Curse of Thorns, clear Lord of Spirits, clear the story event 50 times, clear beatdown battle, Great Spirits Right, flip card, Crucible, the Kaijin event, which leaves tomorrow, which is why I'm making this very apparent. You need to do Kaijin event by tomorrow night, otherwise you're going to miss this ticket. But these tickets are for the part 3 Tales of banner. So once we accept these, and everything else that's in here, we can do a free multi for Hinata, which we're going to do here. We're going to do live. So here's 10 tickets. So at most, everyone should do 1 free multi on this banner. And then no one else should summon. Unless you are waifu over meta for Hinata, or you really got FOMO for collab characters. So let's go ahead and do it. I did pull Hinata at 20 pity. I got very lucky, thank God. This looks to be not it. But hey, it's a free multi. So please make sure to do the missions, especially Kaijin, because it is time limited. It leaves tomorrow. If you haven't already done these missions, please really force your stamina into them and get them done before you really do anything else here. Do we even get a 5-star? We sure don't. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and skip this. Yeah, it was awful. Okay, well, a lot of people's multis are going to look like this. Someone, maybe you, maybe not you over there, but you, Maybe you'll get lucky on your ticket multi and you'll pull Hinata from the one free. But I assume most people are not going to have that happen. We also got free gear for her from logging in and doing the missions. You do have to super awaken Hinata's gear in order to get to the tickets, which means you have to have access to the Crystal District. So if you don't have that, do the Kaijin event now, push your stamina into the crystal and farming your population and everything. But that's kind of the most important thing. Just get your free multi. It's not very often they give free multis on brand new banners, so that's why I'm really, really trying to make sure you guys are aware of this. But we do have her free weapon and her free jacket. You do have to super awaken it. But now, as far as what Hinata does, in case you missed the skill preview this morning, she is a single target DPS character, even though she's dark, because you're meant to use her with the new tail Shion, who gives her the fire status. But she's on World of Fantasy, Heart of the Hero, Storm of Spirit, she uses Will. She uses a sword, obviously, because that's her free weapon. Single target for 430%, which is kind of low, but that's because she stacks Dark Attack every single time she ults. And so this 430 is not actually 430. It's going to be a lot higher because of your permanent Dark Attack buff. So they gave her a slightly lower alt multiplier in exchange for a much, much higher ceiling, essentially. Her first skill is not a transformation state, but is a body and spirit skill. It gives her Lord's Ambition, so she can't be debuffed by most things. She also cannot die on that turn that is active. And then when she attacks, whether it's a normal orb or an alt, you get 7% Dark Attack, up to 42% per turn, because that's 6 times 7. So that's what you're getting, right? So, math. Math. Details. Anyway, if you send 6 Hinata orbs, you're going to get 42% Dark Attack permanent, which will stack with the 15% you get from sending her alts. And if you're getting 6 orbs for Hinata, because she's also stealing 3 orbs to herself, then you're getting a lot of Dark Attack pretty much every turn. 42 here, you're getting an alt pretty much every turn, which is 15, and then another 42, and another 15, and so forth and so forth. So she's going to do a butt ton of damage. If you need a triple orb stealer, I mean, yeah, she'll work, I guess. Definitely can use her in that scenario. Second skill, alt resistance down by 100%, and then crit resistance down 20, and then every time you alt, specifically Hinata alts, per own secret skill activation, it's an additional 25% crit resistance down. And so if you send 4 alts, it'll cap out at 120. 4 Hinata alts, which means that you're getting 120% crit resistance down, you're getting 60% Dark Attack right here from 4 alts that you're sending up until the nuke, and you're getting a butt ton of Dark Attack from the 42% stacks from the actual orbs. So, yeah, she's going to do a fuck ton of damage. That's great. Do you need this Hinata, though? Probably not. She's a single target, which means that Valor Cup usage is pretty low. AoE fights, she's not really going to be good for, because she's only hitting 1 person out of 3. And she is a very selfish character. She wants to ult. She wants the orbs. She wants to send orbs to get the Dark Attack stacks. And if she is not the focus of your team, and a different character is a damage character, there's no real point in bringing her. And especially because you're not going to get the maximum debuff power from this skill, because you have to send her ults. And in a lot of fights, that's just not going to happen. You're getting ults for other people. You're doing like 3-turn fights and you are only sending 1 ult, and it's not hers. So you're never going to get the full 120% crit resistance down. You'll get the 100% alt resistance down, but a lot of characters have that nowadays, so it's not really that new and interesting. Her Valor trait nerfs greens, which is pretty useless, and then her actual trait, if you pull dupes of her somehow, is protection gauge every 3 turns, which is a good trait, by all means. But you really shouldn't have dupes of her, because you really shouldn't be summoning for her. She is a very selfish, luxury damage character. She's nice to have, she's fun to look at. You don't need her. Just like a Ferrari, or a Aston Martin, or something like that. All the fancy high-end cars. They look really nice. Ooh, look at that leather. Are you gonna buy it, though? No. Why? Because you don't have money for it. I.e., you don't have crystals for this Hinata. And even if you do have crystals, you shouldn't spend it here. You should invest in some other kind of thing in your life rather than a stupid expensive car or Hinata or even Shion. Right now, for most players, my priority would be get Blanc. If you do not have this Blanc, you should probably really try and get this Blanc. She's only here for another week, and this Blanc is legitimately like the most stupid character in the game right now. So if you don't have her, get her. If you do have her, then don't worry about it. Don't try and go for dupes that unnecessary. Don't worry about it. As far as the collab is concerned, I'm very much not really impressed with Rimuru. Shion with her crit skill is good, but her resurrection state is going to be pretty much useless after this month, so it's not going to be a factor for most things. But the 100%, 110% crit is good if you just need damage support. But that's all she's going to be is damage support. So overall, you don't need Rimuru. You don't need the Tails Slime Shion. You don't need this new Hinata. You need Blanc. And that's about it. If you want to know the other featured characters on Hinata's banner, it's pretty weak. It's Commander Hinata, Primal Demon Jean, New Year Shinsha, Vengeance Raphael, and Goddess of Destiny Rain. None of these characters are super duper useful. In fact, half of them are kind of ass now. So they're just not good in the game right now. So the value here is also fairly low. So the only thing that you're going to see when I put the showcase for Hinata out tomorrow or something is she's going to do Oonga Boonga numbers, and you're going to be like, oh shit, that's so much damage. I need to summon for her. I promise you don't. I promise you don't. If the hardest stage you're fighting has 5 million HP and you can clear it now, you have no reason to summon and try and get a character who is going to do 100 million damage, because you don't need it, right? You only need to do 5. That's it. You don't need to do quadruple million times that. It's just very unnecessary for most players to summon for the Hinata, unless, again, Hinata is waifu, or you have super FOMO from missing out on a collab character. Because Hinata, this Shion, this Rimuru, this Shion, they're never coming back. They are collab featured characters. They will not return ever. But it's not really that big of a loss, because they're really just kind of just okay. No one here is super duper uber broken. No one here has long lasting staying potential like Fern and Raphael and Frieren for some cases, and Himmel that the Frieren meta collab had. So it's okay if you miss this team. Are there going to be some stages in the future where you wish you had them? Yeah. Can you get around it? Probably. So if you don't have Blanc, summon for Blanc. Don't worry about the other collab characters. If you've already summoned and you have like some of the meta and you're like, who do I pick between Shion and Hinata? I'd say pick Blanc. And if you have Blanc, then don't summon. Then you don't need to summon anymore. At this point in time, it is currently July 13th. The 4th anniversary is going to be October 28th, or somewhere around that time, within like 1 or 2 days. So we have 3.5 months or so until the 4th anniversary, which they have teased that they're bringing big new sweeping changes to the game. Whether or not that's true, grains of salt, it's Bandai. But 3.5 months for you to save up crystals to try and summon for a triple featured character banner and a 6% rate up. And I know what a lot of people are going to say. Well, Joker told us to save for the 3rd anniversary, and that was Divine General, and that sucked dick. And yes, it sure did, but I didn't know it was going to suck dick leading up to it. And then, oh, Joker told us to summon for this 3.5 anniversary, and Spearmaster was kind of meh. That's true. I also didn't know if it was going to be meh or not going into it. The only thing I can tell you is it's a triple featured unit banner with a rate up, so it's got high value. So it's got high value, but that's 3.5 months away. You really should be stockpiling your crystals right now and not summoning for characters with very limited viability. Like, if you're gonna summon for a character, they better be like Blanc level, where you put her on a team and she works. It doesn't matter what kind of team it is, she works. Everyone can use the damage buff that she has. Every team can use an extra 40 to 60 skill points in their run. Whether or not the orange buff is a thing doesn't really matter, because you're still getting points off of it, and you're still getting a massive damage buff. So please be smart with your crystals and where you spend them and how you are saving them. But that's it for me. Again, please make sure to do the missions to get the free multi for Hinata. Everyone can at least attempt to do that and get those free tickets down here. Right here. Part 3 series collab. Otherwise, don't summon on Hinata. But if you did summon, let me know how your summons went, and also why the fuck did you summon? Is Hinata waifu, or do you have FOMO? Answer me that question. If you're gonna lie, make it sound good. But yeah, let me know how those goes. And yeah, that's it from me. Take it easy, guys, and I will see you all later. Alright, there's your video. Blah. Blah. Mouth is dry. Okay. That is going to do it for the stream. Thank you guys for sticking around, listening to me talk about the banner and everything. But yeah, I'm going to turn all these lights off. I'll start working on her showcase and everything. And I'm going to go eat dinner. So, thank you to the 118 people still here. I appreciate you guys immensely. I know it, thanks for watching my video, guys. It sounds very insincere from YouTubers, right? Oh, here, I'll turn the face cam back on so you can see it. But I know it sounds very not heartfelt, but I'm here to make content and entertain people. And if I entertain you, then great. I've done my job. I'm not here for money, right? Otherwise, I wouldn't be playing gacha games. Or I'd play a different gacha game. I'm here just as a hobby, for fun. And if you guys enjoy it with me, then that's fantastic. And if you hate the game, well, then I'm sorry, go play something else. But yeah, I'm gonna go, guys. Take it easy, and I will see you all later.